walk and talk this morning. So legs are killing me. So no running for me today. Yes, it was a bit of an effort. So yeah, don't forget, drop me a like down below. Appreciate that very much before we kick off. It's much just appreciated. Yeah, just click the button, helps me out greatly. Drop me in a smiley face, thumbs up in the comments, let me know you're doing all right. Okay, so let's kick this off with the draft. Now, hopefully you're not eating your breakfast before we tell this story. Basically, I was reminded of this the weekend, and I guess it comes, I think the biggest thing I've learned throughout, say, sort of COVID and the whole lockdown and all that sort of stuff is that it's quite easy for us to judge other people, and we do it, it's human nature, and we all do it, and anyone says that doesn't is a liar. But I suppose it depends on the nature of doing it, so everyone's trying to call each other out, and you should be doing this, and you should be doing that, and you shouldn't be doing this, and you shouldn't be doing that. So I first got exposed to this when I started losing weight back in 2005, because I changed quite a bit in a short space of time. It threw a lot of people off. It definitely threw a lot of people off in terms of, I went from basically being sort of, fat geezer, heavy smoker, to somebody who, dropped 3 stone in, about 4 months. So it was quite a change. And I was talking to somebody the weekend that reminded me of this thing about when everyone's got an opinion on your journey or what you're doing. Like, for example, if you are trying to maybe get healthy, let's say, for example, as we know, lockdown's finished, you're trying to look after yourself a little bit more, and then somebody will say something along the lines of, oh, should you be eating that if you have something? Yeah, should you be eating that? Or, I don't know, someone just tries to throw you off course when you're trying to look after yourself better. And the thing is, this can happen even if you're not throwing it in people's faces. Do you know what I mean? It just happens because everyone likes to have an opinion on it. So one of the reason why this video is called The Draft is because when I first started my journey, one thing that will always stay with me was when I was fat. I used to, at the time, I used to wear a suit to work. So I used to sit at a desk that was kind of by an entrance to where the lifts were in my building. So it was, if there was any sort of cold or draft, you could feel it where I was. And because I was as fat as I was, my trousers used to wear in the crotch area, because more than them, my legs used to rub together. So basically, if I felt this draft, it meant that actually the seam on my trousers in between my legs had basically worn away because my legs had rubbed together that much because my legs were so fat. And so when anyone ever used to say to me, oh, you're obsessed, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, all I remember is that feeling of having to go to the repair shop and say, could you repair my trousers please, because my legs are so fat that my legs have rubbed together and worn the seam away. And that's not a good thing. So I suppose the lesson or the message is that when people try and give you their opinions, and they're not haters, that's nonsense, they're not haters, what they are is just people with different, I learned this from sort of one of my mentors, there's no such thing as haters really, they're just people with different opinions to you. And different attitudes. So, some people think that, running, staying fit, going to the gym, looking healthy, doing all these things, counting your calories. Some people think that's mental. They think it's crazy behaviour. But that's just a different opinion to you. They're not a hater. They've just got a different opinion to you. And that's the difference. So, I suppose the key message or the key lesson is you've got to do what's right for you. And you've got to do what works for you. And if, for example, you are in pain or you are suffering, like I gave that example there, was in context at the time I was suffering, I had to change something. And for me, any sort of discipline, whilst it's tough, whilst today, I went for a 16-mile run yesterday, my legs are hurting, I'm even though I've slept well, I'm tired, that's still better than having to take a pair of trousers to a repair shop and say, do you mind repairing these because my legs have rubbed together because I'm so fat, or feeling that draft, or going to meetings through the rest of the day and having to worry about whether anyone's going to notice that that's happened. It's not good. So remember where you've come from, especially if you are in a change process or you are looking to look after yourself a bit better, and remember that when someone tries to dig you out or someone tries to give you their opinion. Smile, nod, and remember this is your journey, and if you're going somewhere that's hard and difficult, it's worth it. It's worth it. And don't let anybody knock you off track with their opinions, which is just different to yours. And if you can accept that, you'll do all right. Yes, don't forget, drop me a like down below, little comment, thumbs up, smiley face. That would be much appreciative. And if you are looking to change your situation, particularly after this little lockdown shindig, don't forget, we've got one space left at the moment for an immediate start of our 28-day transformation course. I've got a sneaky feeling that in the next few days or weeks, they're going to announce some changes to group sizes, which means we can help more people. So if you are a woman aged between 30 and 50 and you want some details and you want to get involved in our 28-day transformation program, drop hopefully a dress size in that time. Comment below with 28 days or send me a message and we'll get you the details, and we'll either get you started straight away with that one spot we have available, or we can get you put on the waiting list. Have a good day.